friends. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Michelle Winkler and I'm an indie author in training. On my channel, I post videos about my self-publishing journey and share the mistakes I've made so hopefully you don't have to make them too. Happy New Year! Thank goodness 2020 is over. I don't know about you, but I am ready for 2021. I know it's not going to be perfect like on day one, but it's gotta be better than this past year. Today's video is about Indiecember. So if you don't know what Indiecember is, really quick, it's a reading challenge created by Megan Tennant. Hi Megan, if you're watching. Created by Megan Tennant to help support indie authors, because one of the biggest challenges about being an indie author is getting reviews. So in this challenge, there is a bingo style board with 25 squares, each one having like a category or something you have to match. What you do is you read an indie book, match it to the square, and mark that square off. When you get bingo, either in a straight line or if you go flush style and cover the whole board, you get entry into the giveaway, which is happening in January, I believe. The giveaway prizes consist of indie books, and this year the grand prize is a Kindle Fire HD, which is pretty awesome. Indiebookcloud.com is a website Megan put up this year with a database full of indie books. That'll at least get you started. There's over 2,000, I think. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I'll put the number on the board on the screen if I'm wrong. But she put a lot of work into this database. If you have an indie book that you know of, you can add that book too. There's a little spot on the page for you to do that. You don't have to use books from indiebookcloud.com, but it's a good place to get started if you don't know where to start. The bingo boards you can get also from that website. There's a link, and I'll point it out in a screenshot or something here. And you can fill out those boards any way you want, print them out, put stickers on them, use Photoshop like I did, however you want to do it, just keep track of your reviews. Now you can't mark the square until you actually post the review, because that's kind of the whole point. You want to post your review on Goodreads and or Amazon. It's kind of best to do both, get the word out there. But anyway, once you post it, you can mark the square. So now let's go over my Indiecember win and the books I used. I'll put a thing up here. So this is the bingo board as it was in the beginning. The first book I read was Amazon Reviews for Books, How to Get Book Reviews on Amazon by Dale L. Roberts. I loved this book. You can read my entire review with a link from the description, but it was really a good book. I recommend it. There's definitely some tips in there I'm going to be putting into practice. The next one I read was Mask of the Nobleman by, oh my gosh, Laura Diaz Diarc. I probably butchered that name. I'm so sorry if you're watching. Again, you can read my full review. Link it below, but I really like this book, even though there were quite a few like technical errors, I call them, grammar and typos and things, but that's okay. No book is perfect, and I loved this story and the characters in this book. And then I kind of got stuck. December 2020 for me was horrible. It really kind of threw me for a loop this whole month. So needless to say, I used Wildcards for the other 3 squares. I don't want to do that many Wildcards, but I kind of had to because reasons. So the Wildcards I used were to follow 5 new indie writers on social media, to beta read an indie book, and to copy 3 of my old Amazon reviews to Goodreads or Goodreads to Amazon. So there's quite a few wildcards that you can do for Indiecember. I know it's the last day of the year, so it's really kind of too late unless you're almost finished. But it's good to know these wildcards, because if you want to support indie authors, if you want to help us get noticed, leaving reviews is the best way, but there's so many things you can do that don't take any more than a few minutes of your time. So I highly suggest going to indiebookcloud.com, looking at those wildcards, and doing those throughout the year. Whenever you want to support someone, look at that list and say, oh, I can do this to help these indie authors out. So that's it for my Indiecember. Here's what my final board looks like. I'm really happy I won this, because this year there's going to be an exclusive, one of a kind, you can't get it anywhere else bookmark. I like to collect bookmarks, so I'm excited about that, even if I don't win the giveaway. The giveaway is pretty cool though, and if you want to help out, you can donate at the GoFundMe for the giveaway. There's going to be a minimum of $50 to each winner so that they can get whatever indie books they want. But donating helps because then we get more indie books, or maybe there'll be more winners, or who knows. The GoFundMe is linked below, but it's also a good idea to go check out Megan Tennant's video for the Indiecember this year. Not only does she give probably more details than I did, but she's really good at YouTube videos in general. I highly recommend subscribing to her channel if you haven't. And that's it for me. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and consider subscribing. I post videos once a week. I haven't really lately, but I swear I'm going to starting in the new year. Videos once a week on my self-publishing journey. I think that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.